How's it going, guys? I thought I would talk about the Black Ops 3 beta and why I'm not getting involved and why I think you guys shouldn't get involved either. And this sort of ties into the whole pre-ordering argument. And this video is pretty much going to be me whinging about pre-ordering and making some valid points, at least I think, about why pre-ordering is bad for gaming in general. So let's just get straight into it. Pre-ordering, why is it bad? Well, look at it this way. You're agreeing to buy an unreleased, untested, and potentially crappy product. You're essentially saying to the publishers, I don't care about quality, I'll be happy with whatever I get at launch, even if that's buggy and unfinished. I mean, if you need proof, just think about it. Think about the last 12 to 18 months and how many games have had really dodgy launches, like Battlefield 4, or SimCity, Assassin's Creed, Street Fighter 4 on the PS4 recently, F1 2015, the Halo Master Chief Collection, Drive Club, even Batman hasn't been safe. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, even Tetris is in there. Developers and publishers should be held accountable for this. And while I'm not saying that pre-ordering is the sole reason that we're having all these buggy launches, it definitely doesn't help the situation. It seems like every AAA title these days is getting a dodgy launch, and the inevitable day one patch just isn't cutting it anymore. I mean, things are getting out of control, and we really need to stop backing this system with our own cash. Now, bugs and broken experiences is one problem, but another problem is that more and more pre-order bonuses are removing content that was originally designed to be in the game. This content's now often being held hostage behind pre-order bonuses, DLC, and specific distributor deals. I mean, a good example is Batman Arkham Knight's ridiculous season pass. I'll stick a link in the description if you haven't heard anything about it. Now, all these pre-order bonuses and specific distributor deals makes it almost impossible to find a full version of the game. You pretty much have to wait until the Game of the Year version or the complete version releases 6 to 8 months later. This is frustrating as a gamer because you can't get all the content, but it also sucks with games which are heavily online dependent because it splits a community into the haves and the have-nots. I mean, whatever happened to the good old days where you went into a game store, you purchased a game, and that was it. You owned the game. You didn't have to spend money elsewhere at some other point to experience the entire game. Now, I'm not saying that you have to buy the DLC to enjoy the game, but with some games it is almost a necessity, like Call of Duty for instance. If you want to have the latest version and be where all the players are, you have to have the latest DLC maps. The other point that I want to make is that pre-order bonuses rarely seem to be only available by pre-ordering. Now, I'm only speaking of my experience in Australia. I have no idea what it's like in the rest of the world, but here in Australia, more often than not, you can walk into a bricks and mortar shop on launch day and pick up the limited edition or pre-order or day one edition for no extra money or effort. I did this with Alien Isolation, Grand Theft Auto 5, Advanced Warfare, and Project Cars. I didn't have to book in advance, I didn't have to pay any extra money, and I got the pre-order bonus. Now, even beta access, which seems to be the latest trend with pre-order bonuses, isn't always pre-order only. Street Fighter 5, for instance, if you pre-order on PS4, you get access to the beta. Although there is a hidden form on the PlayStation website, which allows you to opt in if you want to. It's not guaranteed, but you don't have to fork out any money. I think we've all forgotten what pre-ordering used to be about. It used to be about guaranteeing you a copy of the game in case they ran out of stock. This used to be a legitimate problem. I remember back in the day going to the game shop and them not having any copies of the game that I wanted to buy and being really bummed. But the last time I went into a game shop and they had no stock was in 1997 for GoldenEye, which incidentally I'm still quite bummed about. Now, as I mentioned previously, beta access seems to be the latest trick to get you to pre-order. But do you remember free demos? Basically, they're making you pay to play the demo. And I know what you're thinking, a beta is obviously a test to test the stability of the game, to see if there are any bugs, and to test out things like servers. But the thing is, you're providing them with valuable test data, and you're paying them to do that. It should be the other way around. They should be paying you to test their product before they sell it to you. It makes you wonder if there's any in-house game testing at all anymore, or if they just push it out to the public. Basically, the point I want to make is that the pre-ordering system is designed to manipulate you using fear and clever marketing tactics. It gives you the impression that you'll be missing out on something if you don't commit to the purchase straight away. And the truth is, this is almost never the case. And as of late, it seems like you're just being tricked into buying a poor quality product. Now, I know some of you will suggest, why don't you just pre-order, get the pre-order bonus, and then cancel? The problem with this is you're still providing them information about the game's popularity, which is essentially what pre-ordering is about. I mean, of course they want your money, but they also want to get an idea of how popular the game is going to be. Also, a lot of game shops in Australia won't let you fully refund your pre-order. You have to roll it into a store credit, or you have to put the pre-order on something else. If you're pre-ordering a game, it means you're passionate about that title, and in marketing terms, you fall into the category known as an early adopter. Publishers should be treating early adopters with way more respect than they do. Instead, they're flaunting your loyalty and your passion, and a lot of the time, they're knowingly selling you something that's broken or buggy. Now, you're probably wondering how this all ties into the Black Ops 3 beta. Basically, it's like this. If you can get access without pre-ordering, I say go right ahead. Just don't support a system that is ultimately bad for gaming by spending your own money. So do yourselves and the gaming community a favor and stop pre-ordering. You'll save yourselves time, headache, and money, and potentially disappointment. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about pre-ordering. I hear a lot of my friends and a lot of people online talking about how they're going to pre-order this and how they're going to pre-order that, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. Of course, if you feel differently and you think you have a valid reason to pre-order a game, and maybe you do, leave it in the comments below and let the flame wars begin. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you later. See ya!